It's a big haul day from two companies. Yes, I have not one, but two hauls for y'all from Azure Standard and Pleasant Hill Grain. Hey y'all, welcome back to Grains and Grit. My name is Felicia, and on this channel, we talk all things real whole grains from a biblical perspective. So we're going to get right into this. Y'all know what a haul is. Azure Standard is a great company, as well as Pleasant Hill Grain. I've done hauls from them before for grains, kitchen stuff, all the things, the food. And you know what? We're just going to get into it. I'm going to show you what I got. They actually happened to come in the same day. So it was like Christmas over here. Just know that if you want to shop with either of these companies, I do have the links for y'all down in the description box below. So let's just get into the haul. So here we go with all of the goodies between Azure and Pleasant Hill Grain. So let's look to see what I got. So we're going to do Azure Standard first. Funny. Again, they came all the same day. So this is my huge pack of the salted butter that I like to get because it's just a really good price. Butter freezes very well. It also stays in the fridge for a while. So I just really like to stock up. And then, so these are, I think, 18 1-pound packets of the salted butter. And then over here, I got also the unsalted butter, but I get 2, 4, 6, 8, I think 12, 3, 6. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, so I get 12 of the unsalted butter, 18 of the salted, because I definitely use more salted than unsalted. And then I stock up on my cheese. I love to get their sharp cheddar cheese in these are the 5-pound blocks. And then also the mozzarella cheese in roughly about 5-pound blocks. Now, do you know I have found that I can cut these into 1-pound increments, freeze them, and use them. But anytime I freeze these, especially these sharp cheddar cheeses, I found that when I freeze them, it's great if you plan on dicing or shredding the cheese. If you're looking for sliced cheese, it crumbles. It just falls apart. Considering I'm mainly using these to shred the cheese, totally fine with me. But just keep that in mind if you get these. I'm not sure about the mozzarella, how well, it's been a while since I bought the mozzarella and actually frozen it to see. But I do know that about the sharp cheddar cheese is that it'll fall apart on you. But again, it's okay if you're wanting shredded when you're freezing it. Then next up, y'all, they had their blueberries on sale. And I have to say, these are organic blueberries. This is 10 pounds. They are huge and they are absolutely delicious. There's nothing like picking your own blueberries and you know how fresh and amazing they are. And these taste like it. Now, not exactly like if I was to just pick these off the blueberry bush here, but these taste just as fresh. I mean, these are so good. It's one of those like, oh, I'm just going to have one. And then before you know it, you've had like a pound. But I actually plan on breaking these up measuring out into about 2 to 2.5 cups of blueberries and freezing them. So that way they're ready to go for my blueberry muffins. I made blueberry muffins this morning. They were amazing, absolutely amazing. So these are just to put in the freezer, also to eat fresh right now, but also to store for later. I should have gotten more. 10 pounds is not going to last a long time, but really excited about that. And then these, I get my gallon honey, really good deal. These I've actually never purchased from Azure before. And this is their avocado oil and their extra virgin olive oil. Or I think I have gotten the olive oil before, but not in the gallon size. And I've never gotten the avocado oil from them, but I got some from Sam's and I really like avocado oil and I'm trying to diversify in my oils. I do have a gallon of the coconut oil, not extra virgin, so I can use it more in cooking. I do have a gallon from my last Azure order. I didn't do a haul on that, but I have that and I now have other oils as well. So I just like having a good stock because I use a lot. And then I went ahead and got 3 of the Bragg's liquid aminos. I love these. Excellent substitute for soy sauce if you're wanting to avoid the GMOs from soy sauce. I also, for the first time ever, I got some ghee because I do want to experiment with the Indian naan bread, which uses ghee. But one thing that was really appealing about ghee is that it is a shelf stable butter. And I want to start kind of stocking this up. It is expensive. So I'm going to slowly start stocking up on this because you never know. We love butter around here. I use a lot of it and it'll be nice to just have some that is shelf stable. I also got some organic lemon juice because I find that I'm starting to use that more. I use it like in canning recipes, in various recipes. So I just want to get some organic because this is hard to find in the stores. And then I went ahead and got 5 pounds of sucralose. This is my brown sugar substitute. It's really good. And then I also went ahead and got some flax seeds. And I've never bought in bulk like this before, the 5 pounds, but I've got a couple friends that are having babies or expecting babies, and I want to make them some oatmeal cookies. I want to just freeze the dough, but I've been told that adding in flaxseed is also very beneficial for breastfeeding mothers on top of the oats as well. So I kind of want to help them out as much as I can and try these ourselves to put them in our oatmeal cookies to see how they taste. And then got some books. Really excited. I've had my eyes on these for a long time. And I have to say, I've already flipped through it. And yeah, I will sit down and just probably read this type of cookbook because it looks very, very interesting. And also the perfect type of cooking that I do in my home, which is, where I'm generally butchering my own. I have whole chickens that we butcher ourselves. So not many recipes call for that or teach you all the different ways to use it. It also has like table, freezer, and pantry. It just, yeah, like preserving eggs. I mean, it's homestead. It's backyard homestead and what to do with all the things that you get from your homestead in your kitchen. So I'm excited to look over that. It did look like they had a pretty good section on grains. So I'll have to look over that and give y'all a review. And then I went ahead and got this because incredibly enough, I only have one book for canning. And I never use Pomona's pectin because I'll be honest, it's extremely expensive. But I do like the low sugar or no sugar jams or even being able to use it without pectin. And so I went ahead and grabbed this because I think it's more of my alley. And I'm pretty sure that I could just substitute with my own low to no sugar pectin. I'm assuming that's what I can do. Let me know in the comments below if you do that. Let me know because I would like to know. Because I just find it's just extremely expensive. But let me know also if there's a reason why it's expensive and worth it. But I just wanted another canning book because I only have one, which is sad. And this one I kind of got as a treat for my husband. This is the Backyard Homestead book of building projects. So many cool ideas of all the building projects and stuff around the homestead. My husband does build a lot. He's built many things. He's a very accomplished builder. And so not only does he like reading these books like this, but it also has some cool ideas. Spark his imagination. You never know. Next up, let's go to our Pleasant Hill grains. All of this right here is from Pleasant Hill Grain. And so these are the grains that I went ahead and got from them. So I got a bucket of their organic pinto beans, 2 buckets of their long grain brown rice. Now I will say, you're going to look at the prices on these rice and be like, holy moly. And I'll be honest, I have to agree. It is expensive, but there's a reason why I went ahead and got them. One reason is I do know that it is organic brown, long grain brown rice. I'm usually not buying organic rice, and I do want to make that more of a priority. So I do know it's organic rice. It also comes from an excellent farmer. And on top of that, the big appeal for me is I literally have to do nothing because I know that Azure standard, first of all, these are in sealed food grade safe buckets. And I know for a fact that this rice is in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, which if you have heard about all the things with storing rice and corn in particular, I do recommend on either you're freezing it and then storing it, or you at least have it like in oxygen absorbers. Brown rice, that germ is on the outside, similar to oat groats. So it is a little bit tricky, especially to store longer term. So this is honestly, I know the best way possible to store it. I don't have to do anything with it. And I know it's going to be just fine sitting in my shed in Florida, ready for whenever I need it. So that's went ahead, all the reasons why I went ahead and got it. Same reason for the pinto beans. Same thing. Is I know that first of all, these are going to be, and I know that all of these are going to be super, super clean, the highest quality. And again, I know the pinto beans, they are organic. They are stored very, very well. I know for a fact from experience, even in my shed in Florida, not temperature controlled, that these bad boys are just going to be just fine. So it's that peace of mind, also paying the organic prices as well. So I do recommend them. I do know for a fact that it's going to be great, but just giving you all my honest opinion, honest opinion about it. Next up I got is I went ahead, I needed to get some more yeast, and they do have the SAF instant yeast. These are all vacuum sealed. They store on the shelf very well. I got a pack of 12. I just like stocking up on my yeast because y'all know I bake all the things around here. And then I also went ahead and stocked up on my most used seasonings because they carry seasonings from Frontier Co-op, which is an excellent company. I do love everything I've gotten from them. So this is 1 pound of the onion powder, 1 pound of the Italian seasoning. Now my garlic powder, unfortunately, a little rip, but it wasn't a disaster. This is the first time I've ever gotten something from Pleasant Hill Grain that wasn't packaged perfectly. And it was incredible. It was packaged super well in the box. So I'm actually kind of surprised that it was like, I don't think that was me when I was opening it, because it did say no knives when opening the box, but I did have to use scissors. And so maybe this was me. This may have been me. But it's because it's also just a little bit. So I'm going to put that in a Ziploc bag, just store that up, but it wasn't a disaster. But that's the 1 pound garlic seasoning. The 1 pound of Italian seasoning is huge. And also 1 pound, even bigger, is this is at arm's length, oregano, because I use a lot of that as well. So just know 1 pound for one thing is all depends on the seasoning you're getting. The garlic, the powders, of course, are more dense, so the bags are smaller than those. But I love these, and I just store them in mason jars, and they're great. I also needed some more of the bread bags where I store my bread, but also if I'm giving it away or selling it, these bread bags I love. So I get the 1 mil 8x4x18. These are 100. I already have the twisty ties. You do have to get those separately, but this is a good size. It fits my loaves very, very well. And I just need some more of those. And then I finally got some of these instant read thermometers. I needed some more. The only one that I have to charge, which I don't use it a lot. And so therefore when I need it, it's gone. It's dead. Super annoying. These are battery operated. So I'm curious to see how these are. I have one for me in the house and then one for when my husband grills, so it can stay with his grilling stuff. And then I also got some more of these. These are the bucket lid openers. If you do not have them, get them now, because when you're opening buckets like that, you definitely need them. I really need them for my grains that I get from 4 Generations Organic Farms, other places where they just have super crazy good seals on their bucket, which is great, but also a pain when you open it. So I already have one out in my shed, and I wanted one in the house because sometimes I have the buckets in the house and I need these, and I was tired of walking back and forth. And then the other one is a bonus in case I need it, because these, I'm telling you, you need to get one. If you have 5-gallon buckets or the 2-gallon, the 3-gallon, whatever, you need these. Trust me. Okay, and then next up, we got another book. They had this knife skills book, just this little book. I want to try to improve all my knife skills, and it's good to have it in book format because books are the best. But also, you never know if we just don't have the internet one day, and it'll be nice to have a collection of all of this. But it just tells you like ways to hold knives, best way to cut knives, what knives are best for what. Just looks like a great little book. Then I got some kitchen shears because shockingly, I have no kitchen shears, and I haven't had any in years, and it's very sad. So it was long overdue. Time to get the kitchen shears. Okay, and then I went ahead and got I needed some new tongs, and these are the OXO or the OXO brand, which is really good. So I got the big one, just your regular big one, and then I got the smaller one, the 9-inch ones, because we always need those. Set on either side. Okay, and then I went ahead and got some skewers because we don't have any that we can reuse, and I really want my husband to start doing more shish kebabs on the grill. So these are great. They come in packs of 4. We got 3 of them. Yeah, and what I can tell, I'm pretty sure they're chrome. So they're chrome. Are they also stainless steel? It says that they are dishwasher safe. Food slice off easily. Clean up is a breeze. By the Herald Company. Okay, and then this I got as well because I do not have a dishwasher. I mean, I do. I gave birth to dishwashers. but we needed a dish drain. And one thing I liked about this one is that it folds up, so we can put it up so it's not sitting there on my counter. So this looks to be only about, let's see, because it says it's, when open, 19 by 15.5 by 6.5, and it's completely adjustable as well. It looked like it had really good reviews, so I am intrigued to try this. But I like how it's storable, and we will see, because we don't have a dish rack and I've been wanting to get one, so we have this. All right, and next up we have this massive, huge cutting board. We need some, especially when we're processing meat. This is an 18 by 24 by 1/2 inch, so it's thin. You can see how thin it is, but this is one of those like textured mats. It's BPA free. Not going to chip or warp or dull my knives. It's that bright white. Look, you know, it's a cutting board, y'all. It's a cutting board. So it does say it's dishwasher safe up to 200 degrees, non-porous. So yeah, we just needed a really big one, because especially when I'm doing like those deer hams and stuff, I need a big surface, and my big cutting board is great, but I need it even bigger. And we'll probably eventually get another one of these too. And then this is super cool. So my husband wanted to get this, and this right here, it feels quality. It is made in the USA, so this is not some cheap China, but it's a saw. Let me open it up here. Okay, so this is it. Now it's actually a lot bigger than what my husband was thinking. So like, to give you perspective, this board is 24 inches long, so it's longer than 24 inches when out, but it feels really great. A great saw, and it folds up there. But the wood feels really good. The blade feels good. The only thing my husband did not like about it was the fact there's no guard. So if you're carrying this right here, I mean, your fingers are right here near these very sharp blades. So I don't think this is designed to like throw in a backpack or something. But if you're needing something more portable, that's a good little saw that's not electric. So you don't have to worry about electricity or gas or anything like that for those electric type saws. This looks like a really great one. And it is, like, it feels very, very sharp. So there you have it, y'all. My dual haul, Azure Standard and Pleasant Hill Grain. What are the odds of them literally coming in the same exact day? Now, again, my Azure haul, I went to go pick up at the drop, but my Pleasant Hill Grain was shipped to me. So it was cool being able to do this. And I hope you enjoyed this haul. Let me know if you have any of these products, what you like best from these companies. I do have links for y'all. They'll be in the description box below. For Pleasant Hill Grain, you can just go to grainsandgrit.com/PHG. For Azure Standard, I think it's just azurestandard.com/Felicia Jocelyn 1. I will link it here for y'all, but it will be in the description box below. But again, hopefully this was inspiring for y'all. Y'all enjoyed this. Now I get to go put all this up, and y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.